trying to get the chat wider. There we go. All right, guys. I think we actually started with decent sound today. We don't have awful sound, but for some reason my sound is not up all the way. I don't understand what is happening, but I'm gonna go ahead and just live with it because my dial doesn't work anymore. Test, 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 test. Yeah, weird. Anyways, look, one viewer. I need one viewer. Probably like a bot from what's that place called? Twitch. All right, you guys. Just gonna hang out for an hour. Gonna take my son and his friends to the movies for his birthday. I don't even have anything for on the agenda for today. I really don't. We're gonna get this FPV system up and running, so I can put it in my Rovan F5. And that's what we're going to do. Jibba 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 jabba. Jibba jabba blubba blubba. And I just remembered I might be wearing the same shirt I had on last time I streamed, which is pretty gross, but hey, what are you gonna do? We're out here in these streets trying to make it happen. So, just to give you guys a close up, what I'm working with here. God, that thing is supposed to be on manual focus. It is not manual focus. One moment, please. Goodbye. Sign in the chat. What does that mean? Oh, I see, I see. We're on the wrong. We're on the wrong thing. You know, you can never just start off. Just hop right into it, right? That's not. Video 2.7K. Sure, man. Whatever. Yeah, manual focus. Oh, I guess since I switched modes, it didn't work. So that's why you should always get very expensive equipment and not cheap crap. Is my password? I don't think that's what it is anymore, guys. Well, maybe it is. Check your Galaxy Fold 7. Just fucking log me into my shit. Jesus. Signing faster. God. My God. I was signing to another account because I was showing you guys the browser. No. No. This is the wrong count. Oh my God, you guys. Just want to close this. Is there a way to like set whatever? Such a pain in the butt, you know? I just want to talk to my people. So look, we got 4 people on the stream and I'm over here goofing with stuff. For some reason, I'm gonna run a test again. You know, oh, right there. I'm just gonna do it that way. I should have just set Twitch as my main stream thing, and everything would have worked out fine. But nope, nope, I couldn't do that. Anyway, so this guy. It's supposed to be on manual focus. I don't know why it's doing that. Technology is not it's not good. It's bad. Real bad. Oh, you guys, I got so many things I'm gonna do this week. I'm gonna clear everything off this table. Finally got my tool stuff over here, and I got drawers. But before I do any of that, I'm clearing the whole thing off. I'm gonna paint the whole desk white because I'm tired of washing it. Once it gets dirty, I'll just paint it again. Ultimate laziness. All right. Left cam. There we go. So now it's acting like it has manual focus. Look at you. There it goes. All right, so we're gonna work on this FPV system today and get this thing up and running. I'm pretty sure it's pretty good to go already. Workspace is always way too dirty. Let's put these on my car today. Let's see. Let's take this off of this box. Let's put it onto this really dirty, really dirty space. Give us a little bit right here. Everything else. Let's not cut ourselves. Yeah. Isn't it coming? Okay. Still got to do stuff for my son's birthday. Responsible adulting. Teenagers, and they don't want to do anything on their birthday. They do want to do something. I'm like, oh, you can do whatever you want. Whatever you want. It's like, oh. All right, so here's our FPV system. It is the C-20T or something like that. I don't know. Got it off Amazon. I'm pretty sure RunCam makes it. I just 3D printed this whole base thing. I think it might go the other, yeah, it goes the other way. So this comes out, goes this way. So does it all? Yes, it does. All right, cool. It all fits in the thing. I'm running a what is this? This is an O3 air unit in here by DJI. This is the battery bay. There's no battery in it right now, but that's okay. I'm gonna beat myself over it. Beat myself up over it. I have battery right here. Let's find a battery checker and make sure this has charge in it. It probably has enough just for this test. I need to do so. Just roll the dice. Roll the proverbial dice. Anyways, we're gonna do it. We're just gonna roll the dice. So now I have 2 different power outputs though. Okay, so I have I got the thing from Chad. What's his name? His name's on here. Chad Reigns. This is the O3 Air Unit armor. Simple thing here. It's got that in. I don't know what that is. Maybe that's an output for a fan or something. It's a big old fan header. And then your input for your O3 air unit, right? So the air unit's in there. The gimbal system is being powered by something else. It's being powered by this cable here. So I guess I could try to. I wonder if these are inputs here. Let's not mess with that. If anything, what I might try to do is run this battery power to these two heads here. So when I plug this in, the gimbal system gets power as well. Yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna end up doing. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna solder these power wires to this guy. I wish. Maybe I'm not gonna do that. Maybe I'll just. It's a lot of wires. If I'm not gonna, well, anyways, we'll see. We'll see what powers what. Let's plug the battery into here and see what we got. That powers just that module. It used to power the air unit as well. So I think what we can do is remove one of these. I think one of these sends power to the air unit. And if I could do that, that means I can run just two wires straight off of here into the power of the other thing. Let's see if that works. So we're gonna get this guy, plug him into here and see if this still turns on the gimbal. It does. All right. Let's see if the gimbal. I don't see any lights on the. Oh, yep. Okay. So we got signal and gimbal. That's good. All right. So that's good. So I can run these two power cables directly to the power units on this guy. Possibly on the, yeah, I'll do it on the other side. And that should be it. We should be good to go. I mean, this is probably power here too, but I don't know what that is, so I'm not gonna mess with it. I think this might be 5 volts, but I don't know it for sure, so we're not gonna use it. I do know what these are though, so there we go. That's what we're gonna do. All right, let me tell you that again without my fingers being in the way. So I'm gonna run the power, these two power. I'm just gonna get rid of this thing because I don't need that power anymore because it's gonna be running from the power to the air unit. Hopefully it doesn't run, it doesn't interfere. So yeah, I'm just gonna run these two cables. I'm gonna untwine all this crap and run these two power cables to this unit. And I should be able to power both the Tang Tang and the Tang Tang. I just gotta make sure I don't plug these in wrong. This is the positive side. So this side over here is the positive side. All right. That should be good enough. Let's go ahead and try to get that done. All right. So first off, I'm gonna sort out where this cable is going. You know, you think you're such a smart ass. You're like, oh, I'm gonna twist the wires together. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be wonderful. And you're like, wait a minute. Wait 10 minutes. You know, I can just go ahead and snip those two wires right there as I'm trapped underneath of the thing. Screwed up right there. Somehow I got this wire trapped underneath of the or in between the air unit, but it looks like it's still connected, so I'm not worried about it too much. So basically, we're going to get this right here. Get it the snips. Better angles. Finger down in the way the whole time. Get some snips. Right. Coffee. What? Already 400 degrees there. Put it in with that wire. Strip that wire. Get my way too hot soldering irons. And go to work. Here's to breaking everything to your hot soldering iron, sir. You always got to tin your iron. I'm not feeling so great today, guys. I got my the temporary cap on my tooth today. It's not fun. Not fun. I had another cavity. I had to get that freaking filled. They're like, we're not sure how long this is gonna last, but if you're paying for it, I kind of went and got another. Right. Now, later, two wires here. Watch them not be long enough. Here, I'm going to try to pull this wire through. This is a terrible idea. I'm going to try to pull this wire out and free it, and it's probably going to disconnect the wire internally, and it's going to end up screwing me in the end. But well, it's okay. We're still connected there. Still connected there. All right. Okay. I didn't screw everything up. Let's see. This side, and it's labeled properly. Yes, it is. So this is going to go on here. With my shaky as shit hands. This is how you do. This is not how you do. You really should have helping hands. Have a friend, and do this the right way. But we're not doing it. We're not going to do that. We're going to do it the way that we can do it, because that's just how our seat works. You know. One. It's uncomfortable, and of course my wire's stuck underneath some garbage on my desk. Shaky hands. They call him Mr. Shaky Hands. I don't know if you guys can see this, but that wire right there is supposed to be on this thing. And now it is. All right. Let's see if I wire it all backwards and fire comes out. I do like wiring things backwards and having fire come out. It's great. If you've ever seen it before, it's really entertaining. Um, but yeah, let's see if this 3S battery will now power both this guy and the air unit. In three, so the colors are matching. Oh my goodness, please. I don't want to pull the battery, leave. Just a quick one. Oh, appears as though we have something that resembles power. I do not see a light. Oh, yep, light on the air unit, guys. Look at that. Red light right there on the air unit. All the things are powered, except for the fan. Okay. Liking how that's working. Be cool if I had a switch on it. It doesn't. Battery's not hot. Camera is locked into place. It's doing its gimbal thing. All right. Perfect. Let's get it. Turn that off of there. Don't like that a lot. All right, so now we have to find a place to mount this thing. Now we run into another problem. I think, yeah, I did that off. Like this. I have this little thing here on the side, and that's the problem I was going to run into. I thought these cables aren't long enough. Well, maybe they are. So what I'm going to try to do is I'm going to try to mount this thing to here. He's so far off. All right, that's the goal. To do that, I think I may have to disconnect this wire and run it underneath here, but you may not have to. You can just jerry rig it, right? That goes over there. That goes on there. I think we might have something. I'm going to find my double-sided tape and hope to God that it's not conductive. Looks like it might work out, guys. So pull this out right here. Run it through the only place I got for it. Old baseball clinic starts at 8 o'clock, but he's not going to this evening because it's his birthday. Go. So the thought is that will go under there like so, and I will have to cut. Why is it not going? Is it too long? It is. Thought you had something, didn't you? Thought you were in the clear. Pretty much the opposite of what I needed to be set up wise. I need this to be on that side. So that's not bad. Yeah, just fine. Squishing those wires just a little bit, but I'll leave it. Now I need to find power for this fan right here. And And I have a fan mount right here. And I wonder if there's a fan pin down there. Now I got to figure out how to power the fan. I suppose I could find, I don't know if I have a connector that goes into this, but I can look for a connector that goes into that. I'm pretty sure that's a fan port for 5 volt to fan. I really wanted to use 2, so it looks like I'm going to have to find the 3S plug. There is a 3S plug. I think it's over there. I think I'm going to go over there and grab it. And then I have a plug that goes onto here that I could probably modify to also power the fan. But I don't know if I want to run the whole thing off of this. Here, let me go back to that again. I don't know if I want to run the whole thing off of 3S. I could run like a huge, well, no. It'd be easier to run it all of 3S. Do I have a 2500? Where's that thing at? Where's the battery checker? Let's see the stat for the drain the crap on the battery. Huh? 4.0. Very usable. 1, 6. Yeah. Yeah, this definitely has enough charge in it. I'm kind of like apprehensive on trying to run this thing on 2S. I know you can. I think 8.4 volts is the lowest, or 7.4 volts is the lowest you can run it on, but I don't know what effect that has on the higher powers of the air units. Anybody? Bueller? Let's see what I'm doing right now. But why are you doing that? There's a better way. Rarely have you seen a person fail who has thoroughly done things the right way instead of just smashing. Smash and smash. Nobody wants to smash and smash. It would appear that mere pleasure all use is certain. Well, I want to do this thing. Screen down there. Looks like it is. So this is my F1 that I was running. I want to scale electric F1. It is basically the non-nitro version of the 1/8 scale F1 cars, which are freaking awesome. Like, I don't think anybody races them anywhere anymore, but they're really cool. So what I'm trying to do is get this fan off right here and put it on there. If it is the right size, I think it is. You know what I could do? I could run a wire from the radio box. But that's a lot. It's a lot of wiring. But I could run a Y splitter from the, yeah, that either. The cool thing about the radio box is when you're running from that, I'm running 2 10,000 milliamp 4S batteries, so it'll be like a drop in the pond. A drop in the pond. Someone's detected at my front door. Oh, look at that. It's out. Let's see if this thing fits on here. It does. Yeah. So it's the right size. Oh, you know what? I just realized something. This is not going to work. I got to drill these out. There's a Y footer right there. Nope. That's a free split. And use that to power me fans. But it'd be really nice if it fit the crazy freaking power. I have no idea what I did with the body for that car. Or with the body for that car. All right. Ladies and gents. At least next week there's going to be a vlog because I am going to go racing. Going racing in North Carolina, I do believe. It's a long ass drive, but I really want to race. I haven't raced in a long time. I got truggies. I want to race my truggies. Okay. Now, I mean, I could run everything. You know what? I need to go check his website to see if those outputs are 5 volt. Because if they're 5 volt, I can just run both fans off of it. Maybe. Those 2 pins right there are 5 volt out. I'm assuming these fans are about 7.4 volts. So undervolting would be terrible, right? Yeah, I didn't look at his wiring diagram. Because I could, with the 3S, I could probably, what is that? 11.4 volts. I don't think these are 12 volt fans. So that would be bad. That would make fire. We don't want fire, do we? I mean, a little bit. And yeah, because if I mounted this guy to the side, that would give me airflow down through the base the other side. So I do need a fan for that. Drill. Do some work on these holes. So he said, "Hey, what's up, Sidex?" Getting this FPV system set up for my car. And right now, I am working on the fans. I have a splitter here. And some options, but I do not exactly know what they are. So, to be safe, I could just run all of these wires to the balance lead connector I have. And I think that's going to be what we do. First off, get this out of the way. Now it's just all about fan placement. And I gotta find a drill bit, drill out this fan so I can slide it onto these holes. The pin holes there. Pin hole there. Thing there. Not big enough. Do this. That would be awesome. Nope. Also, nope. That is going to do some damage. Like them all. Got a drill bit here. But it's not going to be a happy drill. It's going to be one of those angry. Oh my god! I'm going to hold this spinning around in my hand. Okay. Really butcher this one. Explode behind this. What it isn't. Yeah. We do what we must because we can. Temperature science. We do what we must because we can. All right, this is how you lose your fingers. This is how it happens. Free drilling in the metal. That's how it happens. No, not at all. Not even a little bit. Drill bit is supposed to be for metal and is not living up to its name. Well, you need to cook it. What's up, Ray? You cook a drill bit, drill bit, drill bit, drill bit, and that one is most certainly cooked. I'm over here doing dumb stuff, guys. That's what I'm doing. Dumb stuff. Dumb stuff. At the end of the day, wasn't really good. You know what I mean? I should probably just buy the fan that fits instead of trying to bore out a fan. That's where innovation comes. I mean, you just do what has to be done. I need some reason. It's getting really hot. Neesing some breezing. You know what? We're just gonna poor table. I'm gonna have to like putty these holes up. Yes, that was almost one finger. Ooh, it's very hot. It's very hot. Getting very hot. All right. This is the one that's next to the wires. Let's be careful on this one. Hey. It's always the last one, right? That ruins everything for you. You had everything was going so well, so well. Oh, it's so hot, you guys. It's burning out of my fingers. It's melting my hands. So we still got connectivity wires. All right, we'll call that done. Now this should now slide onto here. We are lucky, and we are not. What are efforts if they are not for nothing? You know. Yeah. Yep. See if you can get a little bit bigger on that one. Oh, look. Down to 7%. Good. I need to get this metal off my desk. And of course, this is the wrong way. Okay. This is not what you should do. Anybody looking at this video, not the right way to do that. Should have had a vacuum cleaner. But I didn't feel like it. No, I didn't. Now I'm probably going to cut my foot on the floor with metal shavings. All right, where's our fan? Gee, did I blow up the table? Did. Princess was dicey. That's the problem. That's relief. So, just to reach into there. Perfect, 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 perfect. Looks really good. Looks like everything's going to go perfectly without hitch, no problems at all. That's what it looks like. Hopefully, no, it isn't. Oh, you guys, the work I put in. Okay, one more time. Uh-huh. Oh, okay, now the other side's not going. Boy, it was this side. The other side going. That's there we go. There we go. Gonna give you guys a close-up view of that. So boom, there is the fan right there. So I got two fans, one blowing down, and one blowing straight onto the top, which doesn't really do anything because there's no fence up there. But you know, it should be good. This is held on by two body flips, bobby bits, bobby clips, bobby clips. Let's take it to the thing. Oh, there's an iPick app. Yes, I'll take that. What are you guys up to? I'm gonna FPV this thing. It's gonna be cool. It's gonna be cool. And you guys hate my hair, huh? It's pretty bad. Pretty bad, guys. I usually wear a hat, but what are you gonna do? Sometimes. Or there's the Pike and Rose. We're not gonna go see Mercy. We're gonna go see. This is the worst. I would just like to see movie times. Why? Why is this? You painting? What are you painting? One simple. Avatar. Oof. 15. 2, 3. Two. No, am I a member? I don't. Continuous guest. It's my son's birthday, guys. Give me a second here. We're gonna go eat a late dinner and see a movie. Good on everybody for your Habal BTE 28. BTE 28, what is that? Does a Habal make a 28 scale car? Get out of my face. If you, no way. Oh, the VTE, okay. That's that car. The VTE, I have that too. The VTE, the VTE 28. That's what I got it. That's the speedrun chassis. There we go. Yeah, that's a wild. All right, movie tickets are purchased. All right, so I got to figure out wiring for these fans. That's what I need to do. Fan wiring, figure out of it. Must be figured out. Fan wiring. I have a splitter that I could use. I also have a 3S thing that connects to the. I almost want to power them from something else though. But if I don't power them all from the same place, that's not good, right? So I could wire these all up to the battery connector, but that's going to be too many volts. This is 11 volts. Like 100% sure these are not 12 volt fans. The new one, which oh, this one? I don't think so. I haven't showed it to you. It looks like crap. I mean, it doesn't. Is it? It is. All right. I'll throw that. I'll put that down. I finally got it mounted to the chassis and everything, but I got to do something about uh, the front things. Ow, that's my thumb. Do I have a question? Not one. Right. And all right. Anyways, so you can't really. So I ended up messing up the front. So I did this cool little design thing. If you can tell there, it's like a negative space kind of graffiti looking thing. So it's black in the front, orange in the back. The rear body posts need to come down a little bit, and the front body posts, the way these work, they don't go down low enough. So I may have to 3D print something or like something, melt the mount down a little bit so it sits a little further down. It's got all the stickers on it though. Pretty cool. I think it came out all right. I gotta put that last sticker on the wing. I don't know what I did with it, but it's around here somewhere. Came out pretty cool. So what happened was when I painted the front, I tried to smoke the front lens things, and when I sprayed it on there, it did not mix well with the other paint. So what I did was I did an over paint thing, so this black is actually painted directly onto the front of the body. So fade kind of thing, and up close it looks pretty cool. Let me show you see if I can get it in this camera shot over here. You can kind of see it there. And I may like etch out some more like further up here so it looks a little bit more even. But yeah, I want to do a body with all of this, like the whole body has these things on it. But it was fun. Is that the one you were talking about? Because I got another one in the mail. Meh. This is the Delta Plastics Porsche body. I'm not ready to take out the plastic just yet. But you know what? Yeah. This is for my SG drive. Yeah, you could. I mean, if if you put two servos, like this is, yeah, you could do that. Like if you took the screw out and you put in two small like airplane servos onto them, oh, you can't see. So yeah, you could definitely do that if you put servos on here. I don't know how. I guess if you use the gyro and you use the gyro data to make the wing active arrow, because you have to figure out a way to make the gyro work on the vertical axis instead of the horizontal axis. But if you can figure that out, you could definitely get it to work. You know, like if it felt the car started like the if this is the front of the car, I felt the front of the car doing this, it would adjust the arrow to even that out. This thing's gonna be awesome. Because my poor FG, the body on there is a stock one, and it's kind of hurt up. Anywho, back to the FPV unit. Solutions. Do I risk it for the biscuit? Because what's a 3S battery fully charged? It's 4.2. It's 12.6 volts. That's not terrible, but I'm pretty sure these fans are not 12-volt fans. I'm pretty sure they're like 8.4-volt fans. Yeah, you could definitely make that active arrow. I mean, you can make any wing active arrow, I guess. If you created a mount system that would hold a servo on each end of the thing, you plug that servo into the same servo output and connected it to a gyro, you could definitely do that. It's 8. And hop off here at 8:30. Look, I'm not supposed to be eating candy. I just like literally just got my tooth gap. Watch my tooth gap come off on the freaking stream. Pretty hungry. Did anyone try to run a 110 scale motor fan on 12 volts? Yeah, it's not stationary. I mean, I ordered the special wing mount. It's an adjustable wing mount. Um, but yeah, it's not stationary. You could adjust it by unscrewing like a screw and then like sliding and then tighten the screw back up. So that same hinge action could be put on a servo, and yeah, you could definitely do that. Yep. I'm trying to decide how I'm going to work this. How? I could definitely run a splitter from the receiver box. So whenever I turn the car on, the fans would turn on. But I don't want it. I kind of don't want it to be independent of the whole thing. And I'm going to have to get a bigger 3S battery, thanks. One moment, please. I'm going to grab this battery back. I'll be right back. I have a bigger battery. Oh, and I'm Jesus. Got the right connector on it. So this is a 1300 and this is a 1100. It's a big difference. But the cool thing is, I'm not going to be draining it like I would if you're running uh, four motors off of. It's just to power the system. So I think what I'm going to do is this fit in here? Doesn't look like it fits. That's a 9-foot. Nope, doesn't fit. Make it fit. Do I have another 3S battery that is not Safata? You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna use this battery. I'm gonna put Velcro on it. That's what I do. Velcro on this side. I'm gonna cut this top piece off, and because it looks like it fits in this way. Actually, you know what? It probably pressure fit in. Cutting it off. For 3D print. It's not fitting there. Stimulated follicle. All right, so I'm gonna have to reprint the base so it fits his battery in it. That sucks. Do I have another 3S battery? Probably. No, actually, if I put it in this way, it's too long. Print this. You know what? I'll just see what I get off this 3S battery. Fireflies. This battery. I don't think I do, you guys. Anyway, this, I think this is gonna work. I just gotta figure out, do I have a you know what I do have? I do have one big fan that will take. Tack that down, tack this down. Zip tie, zip tie. That's mounted already. Clip. Battery tray is iffy. What's the minimum voltage for a O3 air unit? 7.4 volts, I'm assuming. O3 air voltage. But yeah, the air unit requires an input voltage of 7.4 to 26. It takes 2 to 6S. It can draw up to 2 amps. Yeah, it should be fine with 3S. All right, now I just got to find the right size battery to put in there. We'll be good to go. And I still got to figure out how I'm going to mount these freaking fans. Actually, you know what? I bet you if it's 5 volts, not enough. There is a 5-volt output. And I don't know what that is, though. That could be more than 5 volts. Double 12 volts. All right, let's look up this guy's thing. Where did I order it? Chad Brains. see if Get Up PB has the wiring diagram. It does not. Womp womp. Four armor. Build 3 does well, I guess. I'm assuming this is the same. I need, let's see, just plug the 04 in and the stock cable to the 04 in for 2 to 4S. Yeah, this is a JTX. It's connector for a 5-volt fan. JSTXH. I suppose I could probably just solder directly to that 5-volt and run them both on 5 volts. Just call it a day. That way, I guarantee I don't blow the fans out. But if I could find a way to power the whole unit off a larger 2S battery, yeah, I think that's what I'm doing. All right, give me 1 second. I gotta go find these things. I mean, I know exactly where they are, but still. Stimulated function. You guys, get ready to go. Oh, it is 8:15, you guys. I gotta sign off and get my kids to the movies, I think. All right, so the 2S battery. Let's see if this fits in here. I don't think it does. It might, rabbit. It might. It's too. I don't think it's too long. I'm gonna have to crank this thing. Yep, it's too long. It's wide enough, but it's I could Velcro it. Seeing as I can't use this anymore, I'm gonna cut it apart. Or just snip that part off. It's got like 0 info. If I do it like this, put this here, and then like basically Velcro that in, and then I could run this 2S plug connector to here and power both fans off a 2S connection. That means I have to bridge these two into one. And I can do that. I can do it. I'm a big kid. I'm a big kid now. But we'll have to cover that in the next one because I got to get out of here, guys. I got to take my kids to the movie theaters. Thanks for joining me for this short stream. And I will see you guys in the next one where I will be able to test out this stupid air unit thing and everything will be put together and we'll try it out with the goggles and I'll show you guys the video and it should be pretty dope. So basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to run these two fans here. Let's give me the left cam real quick. Okay, so the plan is I have these things. This is a 3S1 and this is a full 2S1. I have these two JST connector things. I mean, really, I should. No, I want to run them both on 7.4 volts. That's the whole point because I want a good amount of airflow going over the whole unit. So I'm going to try to figure out which one of these is negative, which is going to be fun. And then I'm going to take this and this. We're going to put them together in parallelogram, connect them to this battery connector thing, and I will be able to run it off 2 cells or 3 cells. Probably 2 cells because to get more juice. 2,500 2 cell there. It's good amount of juice. Hey, Dad, what's going on, man? Thanks, guys. I should be right. I should get the hell out of here. All right, guys. Peace. I might be on later, but I wouldn't say I wouldn't bank on it.